Take responsibility that she's able to dance her body the way that she wants. Yeah? What often happens is that now people will go and they're already in that hip. Yeah? The lady feels more unstable. I'm not able to feel where she is. I can only feel it because she started giving me a cramp in my right arm. Yeah? We all know that feeling. It's pretty. I haven't known that feeling at all. So, but most important from here, we can again time each other's body weight. We can time what we actually want to do. Because I'm timing my pace with her pace. Yeah? So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Clear? So now, by you split with your click number 1. Right? So that is your 1. Now comes the count of 2, which is your upper body muscularity on your upper back. Without you taking the foot just yet. You start tracking your knee, but you're not taking the foot on the side. Then comes the 3, which is your next step. 4, which is your upper body. 5, which is your next step. 6 is your upper body. And then you have upper, because it's all split beats. 1, again on click number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Body, foot, body, tick. Ticka, punka, tick, ticka, punka, tick. You going? Tick, ticka, punka, tick.
There, and you still have your hip here. And now the hip goes together with the actual step. So instead of that, so you have 1, and now you go 2, 3, yeah, which you're falling off your steps. I would like you to try and get more connected to the count 1 with the click 1 already. So you have 1, you're already there, 1, yeah? So if we want to do it in more detail, we could say that 1 is the step, and the on is the hip, 1. Now I'm actually able to take on that, put the hip there. So now I have the room and the capacity to have 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Most of the time, volume is created on the step, not between the two.
Even change, to even change the direction into the next step. So if we have 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Right? So I would not be able to. Are you with me? Yeah, that's 1. We have a check. 2, 3, cha, cha, 1. We go into pivot break 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. That's it. Okay?
Would that be? Am I going to be slightly earlier, slightly later? Yeah? That's what we find is very inspiring to do actually on every dance that we dance. That's the one thing that drives us. We never dance the same way twice. Yeah? Because again, the music will tell me something. I might arrive a little bit too early on the foot, so now I actually want to go out of that step earlier. I have to be able to react to whatever I'm being done in the moment.
And in a way, when Troels says this, it sounds perfect, right? It would be so nice if every single time you dance, there is that moment of complete and utter trust, and you respond to music, the music responds back to you. It's this wonderful gel together. But sometimes when it's not necessarily your day, you still need to have the tools in order for you to achieve that. So for example, a thing that could help you is what is, obviously for conversation and dialogue, you need at least 2 entities. In this case, it's me and him, and a third entity is the music, fourth would be the audience, etc. So we can decide in a conversation who speaks when, but we don't necessarily have to decide what we're going to say. So in an amalgamation of steps like we just did, we can make a decision who is going to be the person that talks first and the other one listens, and then when is the other person taking over. And maybe that could be rather set for what you exactly say when it's your time to speak. It could be different based on all the opportunities that are happening at the present moment, around it. And let's say, for example, at that very moment, we would say that Troels will conduct that step. So I am not taking off, even if my 2 has already come, is here, is passing, I'm still not going until he doesn't give me that accent or that sort of lead into it. Maybe then the side step, it could be me. So for example, here, I'm all alert, he gives it to me, and here, he receives it from me. So in other words, he's actively listening. And that is a very, very big part of it as well. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah. So now if we just take that decision together, I mean, I'm going to tell you what to do. But you just do it together with the piece of that step. 1, 2, 3. Now whoever is on that side is going to give it back. 2 and 3, 4 and. So he obviously wanted to give it to me. So he was here at the field and there was this moment, and here maybe it will be tick, tick, tock. So you could see that he was actively waiting. Then from this part, it could also be me again. It doesn't have to be all the time switching you and me and you and me, right? So we could say it was him, me, him, and me, and me. Okay.
She already goes. But she's now, how can she fill that out? And she can see that I'm there. So once we now time it.
Right,
Yeah?
so I belong to me, and I make sure that I am with him. I could be here, I could be here, I could be there, I could be there, but I'm not on the way. Right? So this is what I meant. I decide what to say, but it's, in the moment. But who speaks when is decided.
Yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing that you just have to be aware of is that my upper body often is like an indicator where it's going to happen. Yeah, so as you see here, as I'm now here at click number 1, what actually times that click number 2 is also my indication of my, it's going to happen now. Yeah? So I often say that it's like driving the car. It's like you indicate with your upper body before you actually turn the wheel. This is the indicator, this is the wheel. Very simple example, if I stand in front of Ina, and she don't really know where I'm going to go. Yeah? I would now, through the neutral point, make the decision, where do I want to go? And through that, make an indication, I want to go that way. Yeah? So I do with my upper body. It's like, slowly I go, tick, 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 I want to go there. So she now already sees it, but she also feels it in my hand. And now from click number 2 to 3 is now when we actually take the step. Yeah? So there's a visual sensing. There's a physicality that before I transfer my weight, I say, I'm going to go in that direction. And there's now a timing that says, now I'm going to go. But I don't change this. This doesn't move. The communication inside of all of that doesn't change. Yeah? So inside the vehicle, the engine works the same way. But if you want to drive fast, or you want to drive slow, do you want to drive aggressive, or do you want to be more conservative? The car drives the same way, functions the same way. You decide how you drive the car. Yeah? So, back to that communication, what Nina said. So just for you to have a tool, try to find the control from the click 1 to 2 and try to indicate with your upper body. That's a good start in terms of how, so you actually give a clear idea to your partner, when is it actually going to happen.
So let's just repeat what were the moments, right? And I'll just say him, me, him, me. So we just know what we're going to try. So the first part is him. Here is me. And him again. And me. Me. Him. And him again. Yes? All right. Your turn.
She's in front. So from here, when I'm behind Ina, I'm stepping into the space. So I'm now telling her, I want to step now. Whoa. I'm now waiting on this step, my right leg in click number 1. Through that step, I've now decided how do I want to step onto my left when Ina tells me to. And I'm waiting there before. So guys, you have to be clear. When are you listening as well? Yeah? So you give her an opportunity to maybe stay longer than what you expected.
So this will be closer, and then you will move far. Here, I can even turn towards him. Yeah? So I don't have to keep this direction. I can use my direction change all the time and still fit the pattern that we were dancing together. Okay? So we do close proximity. He still leads that part, right? I still lead that one. He moves away, but now we have that moment together. So he was more broad, I was more narrow and rotational. Right? Now from here, we both choose to body elevate so that we can release. And now from here, I choose to be a little bit more on the spot. And now from there, I allow him to get closer in order to lead the next part. For example, just to pick up, he's going to still do the here. So in terms of the body weight, right? When we get to this part, here, I can actually tell him at what moment to go. So I can lead that part as well. So that is sometimes decided and sometimes not. So for example, we are able to do it both ways where he will take over that time and I will just follow that. But if I really wanted to, I'm going to make sure that I tell him here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes? So we did 1, which was footwork, transfer of weight. 2 is your upper body with the tracking of the knee. 3 is the foot placement. 4 is your upper body. 5 is your foot placement and weight transfer. 6 is your upper body. And on 7, 8, stepping action is upper body. And then again, 1 goes back to the beginning. So it's on body. Foot and weight body. Foot and weight body. Upper. 1, 2, boom. Rakatika, boom, go. I use the sounds that you know. Rakatika, boom, boom. Yakatika, boom. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So you see how short I'm able to dance an actual full action there. But let's say, for instance, we're in a partnership, and I'm now able to dance in a like boom, boom, sakata. She's able to finish that action because I'm allowing her and I'm using my own body weight to take out of that step.